Right, it's October the 5th, I believe, or thereabouts. It's been quite a harsh summer in the way of lots of sun, lots of heat, but not hardly any rain. But what has done well are the arid plants. So we're looking at the arid bed here, and in particular some of the yuccas. So specifically this one here, last year it was just underneath fence level, so that's how much growth that's done. So yeah, the arid plants have been a success story of this year, but being it's October and we're starting to get a bit of rain now, a lot of these plants aren't going to like being cold and wet. Most of them are very, very cold tolerant, but the combination with the wet as well is not good. So you need to start drying these out for winter if they're going to survive. So I'm now looking at the protection of this area, and does cause a bit of a problem because, like I say, last year this yucca was below fence level, and I just put a roof over the whole top of this and a clear wall around the front. And I weren't going to go to that extreme this year. I'm going to have to do something, or I could go through the whole bed and pull out every individual plant, which is not going to be hardy, which to me seems more trouble than just making some sort of shelter. So with that in mind, I am going to do a shelter. I've got a framework where I'm going to have a roof over the top. It's going to be connected sort of to the fence at the back. So I'm going to come to the yucca there. So it's only going to be about 8 foot across. So the roof level is just going to literally cover the raised bed area. And then I'm going to put like a clear wall along the front as well. I mean, the purpose of it being really just to keep most of the rain and frosts off. It's not going to be airtight. It's not going to be like a structural greenhouse or something like that built around it. It's just going to be literally a framework with some clear material over it, so it lets the light in, but hopefully keeps most of the rain out. So let's have a look at a few of the plants and why I decided to take this step. I know the Agave Americana, the variegated, being in a raised bed where I am, that would survive no problem with no protection. Same with the Brahea amata and the Yucca purpurea there, and the colour guard yucca. But I mean, other than that, a lot of the other plants I think would struggle. I mean, we've got a Cape aloe here, which are not supposed to be hardy whatsoever, and that's been out for the last 2 winters, and that's only survived through being kept dry. The same with a lot of these. We've got like a Warfia there, which is a common house plant. We've got a Shreks here, which again, common house plant, and we've got some nice random cactus in the mix as well. So we really do want to protect them. And at the back we have got some Ioniums, green and black ones. And yeah, we've got some a lot of cactus at the back there, and we've got a edible date palm, Phoenix dactylifera. So again, probably quite hardy being in a raised bed, so the roots aren't going to sit in water, but I'd still rather err on the side of caution and protect So again, a lot of people say, oh, aeoniums, they are tender, you need to bring them in. Well, you do in most situations, but again with these, I've had these out for this will be the third, this will be the fourth winter they've been out, and they've survived every winter, no problem. So again, it's just a matter of the combination of being in a raised bed, just giving that overhead protection from the rain. Really, they take the cold, no problem. So yeah, basically it's just a last look at the area before it gets covered over, because I'm planning to do that at the weekend. So obviously I'll do a video on that, so this is like a before video if you like, and then we'll do an after once it's completed. Yeah, so like I say, we've got a lot of plants, sort of succulents, and there's that Mongave we bought earlier in the year from Morrison's. So a lot of these probably would pull through, probably get a bit of damage, but you know, why risk it? If I'm gonna, you know, for me it'd be more trouble to try and dig out sort of individual plants like the aeoniums and certain cacti and whatnot. That'd be more hassle for me, I think, to do that than it would really just to whack a framework up and put some clear over the top. I will go into what I'm using once it's done. We'll sort of go through the sort of basic framework and the clear. I've got some possibly the only good thing to come from COVID. I've got some COVID protection screening, which is like a really thick, flexible, clear plastic. It's about 2mm thick, so that's going to hold up to the wind as long as the framework is done right. So yeah, we'll go into all that once it's done, but yeah, I thought we'll just do a video before, so we know sort of the last look of what it looks like before it's covered over. So again, I will stress where a lot of the rest of the garden has struggled this year, probably down to me not watering enough, but yeah, a lot of these plants could be the way to go if you sort of got an area which gets a lot of sun, and there's a toss up between sort of big leafy plants or slightly more arid succulent cacti sort of thing. You know, the way our summers are going, or the weather in general, I think the more drought tolerant stuff is the way to go. That being said, this is, you know, a fairly small contained area what I've got here, which I use as a more sort of arid desert, I wouldn't say desert, but arid style planting, whereas the rest of the garden I do like, again, not really jungle, but more sort of lush and leafy. But yeah, I mean, it depends what you like, I guess. I like anything that's sort of a little bit more unusual to see in the UK, maybe just something a bit different to your standard stuff. But yeah, I mean, I do like, I'm not sort of focused on one specific type of plant. I mean, yeah, I do like the palm trees, and they sort of do take priority in most cases, but you know, I do enjoy most plants. Anything's a little bit more unusual, different look. Anyway, so yeah, there's a last look at the arid section before it gets covered over. Thanks for watching.